Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi, welcome to channel Lodi Academy. In this video, we will discuss about the pipeline script in Jenkins to automate the installation of Oracle database 19c. First, I will explain what is Jenkins. Jenkins is a leading open source automation server which provides hundreds of plugins to support building, deploying and automating any kind of project. So we will see what we will discuss in this aspect. We will first see how to configure SSH on Oracle Linux 9, and then we will see Jenkins installation. Then we will see creating Jenkins node, because main machine will be Jenkins server, and then we will install on another machine which we will add as a node in Jenkins server. Then we will create pipeline script to install Oracle 19c on the node. So prerequisites for the node: first we should stop the firewall, and then the commands how we can stop the firewall also I will mention here, like systemctl stop firewall d and then systemctl disable firewall, so it will be disabled for next restart, you can say permanently. Also must disable SC Linux. See, for firewall you have option, either you disable it or you add Jenkins in the firewall after installation, so firewall will not stop it. So this is your choice, but SC Linux you must make it disable, and the way to disable the SC Linux is you have to open this file etc SC Linux config, and then you will change the parameter defined in this file already, SC Linux equal, change it to disabled. It will not have any impact on the server until you restart the server or VM. So it's better to restart the VM. Now we will see how we will configure SSH. To set up the SSH server, install the OpenSSH and OpenSSH server packages and enable the SSHD service. Then you can edit settings within the configuration files found in the etc SSH directory. To install, you need to run the command sudo dnf. If you are not root, then must write sudo dnf install OpenSSH -server. Then you need to start the service, SSH service, which you can install you can do this by systemctl command, and if you are root, no need to write sudo, but if you are not root and your user is added in the sudo, then you can run command sudo systemctl start sshd and then enable it, so it will be automatically start on every restart of VM or server. Now allow root user to use SSH if you want to, then you can open this from etc sshd_config file. There is one parameter mentioned there, permit root login. It is no, so you can make it yes. So after that root user can be logged in with SSH. Now restart SSHD service, and you know how to restart it. You have to use systemctl command. Then you can generate your keys to log in. It is not required, but if you want to use SSH key to log in without password, you can generate that. For that you need to run these two commands like ssh-keygen, then press enter, enter, enter. If you want to make it with null, then just press enter, enter, and system SSH key will be generated. To copy SSH key, you have to use the command SSH copy ID, then mention user @IP of the server and press enter. It will ask you password for the oracle for the user, and then it will copy your keygen to the main server. As this is node, so here you can mention the IP of Jenkins server or VM, then this SSH key will be copied to that machine. Now we will see about Jenkins installation on main server, on Jenkins server or VM. To do that, we need to run these commands, and if you are root, you don't need sudo, and if you are not root, you have to mention sudo command. So yum install, you can mention here DNF also, because in Linux 8 and 9 DNF command has been introduced. So you can use yum also, no issue with that, it's also available. So yum install java-17-open jdk. Java 17 is required on both sides, on node also and in this side server also. So yum install Jenkins, it will install Jenkins packages. Systemctl daemon reload command will reload all the daemons, all the new packages or Java edit. Or you can mention systemctl enable Jenkins, systemctl start Jenkins to start it, and then you can see the status of the Jenkins by systemctl status Jenkins. It will show you that it is active. Jenkins installation prerequisite, which I mentioned earlier as well, you need to stop the firewall and you need to disable the SC Linux. Now you can access Jenkins as by the port 8080. You have to mention the local host or IP. If you are not on the machine, you are on another machine, then you can use IP :8080. On first login, it will ask you to set password for its admin user. See, I didn't put here pictures and other things here because this is not that difficult. These things are quite simple. The important things were commands which I had mentioned here. So SSH server plugin, how we will add in the Jenkins. Now on Jenkins web page on port 8080, when you make login, you can see the web page where you can see on left side dashboard, then you can see down under dashboard you can see manage Jenkins. When you click on manage Jenkins, on your right side you can see plugins. There will be many options available, but you will click on plugins, and after clicking on plugins you can see on your left side there will be options coming like available plugins, installed plugins, okay, and other options. So you choose available plugins, search for SSH server plugin and press button to install that plugin. It is that simple. Now we will create node in Jenkins. So in dashboard, manage Jenkins, and then you will click nodes. Click on new node button. You have before and then you can see the node name. You have to fill up their node name. You can mention as you like, and press choose the permanent agent. Type permanent agent. Its description is showing that what it will do, adds a plain permanent agent to Jenkins. So you can press create button to create it. Now you need to fill the fields in node configuration. After pressing create button, it will open you the detailed configuration of node where you can see many other options. So some important options I will mention here, and I will show the small pictures of those options. Before that, before continue, you need the folder on the node on the client machine, you can say. So this folder must create that under var Jenkins, or as you like, you can name mention the name. So mention folder in that folder which you created in var. That folder you need to mention here in as a remote root directory. Remember, we are configuring node on the Jenkins, and after press create button, many options will appear. So this option, you can see remote root directory is required. So you will mention here which directory you created under var on the node machine. Add label if you want, and then select usage. Select usage will show you two options: use this node as much as possible, or only build jobs with label expressions matching this node. So we will choose use this node as much as possible. Second, choose launch method. Launch method will also show you three options: launch agent by connecting it to the controller, launch agent via execution of command on the controller, or launch agent via SSH. As we configured SSH on node, so we will choose launch agent via SSH. Now you can see when you choose SSH option, then this options will appear. Launch method. So you have in the launch method we choose SSH. So options appear like host IP. We need to mention here IP of the node or client machine. And then you can mention the credentials, but for credentials, under credentials you can see a list which will show you any existing credentials, but there down there is one button also available, add credentials, by which you can add credentials. So when you click on add button, it will show another option in the list which is Jenkins. So you have to click on Jenkins, then you can see the small model window will appear for credentials. So you need to mention here credentials. Choose username with password if you want to use password method, or if you want to use private key method, then you have to choose SSH username with private key. If you have private key, then you can choose this. So other options as well available. So which option is easy for you, or you have secret file, secret text, certificate, SSH username with private key, without password. So I will choose username with password to continue. Now you need, after selecting username password, it will ask you for username and password. You will enter username and password. But if you choose private key, then this option will appear, enter private key, enter directly. So you need to press add button. Now for that you have to go to the node, and which private key you had created with the SSH keygen. You can open that private key and copy, and you need to paste here by pressing add button. So in configure after creating this private key, after adding this private key here manually, then you have to press the add button to add credentials. So now you need to choose host key verification strategy. As below, it will show you like different options available. We will choose non-verifying verification strategy. Okay, so other options are available: non-host file verification strategy, manually provided key verification strategy. So I never use these options, so I use non-verify verification strategy. Now you need to press save to save the node. So node will be saved. You can see now node will appear in nodes area as one built-in node is already available, which is for the Jenkins server itself. Second, you can see Jenkins node 1, which we just added. Now click on the node and press launch button. When you click on the node, you can see on the right side there is launch button will appear. Launch, you can say button or click option is available. You can click on that to connect to the node. It will show you it is connecting, and once you connected the node, now you can create the script. For that you should come back to the dashboard. On the dashboard, click on the new item button. When you press new item button, it will appear like this. You can see the picture. New item, you have to enter the name. You can give any name, pipeline script or test script or whatever you remote installation script, it's up to you. And then choose the pipeline. Click on the pipeline, not freestyle project, because freestyle project also you can choose. It will give you more options, many options available. So we will, as we are going to create pipeline script, so we will click on pipeline to configure and press OK to continue. Now when you press OK there, it will open the configuration details for the script, for the pipeline script. Go down and choose the definition area, choose pipeline script. As this will be long script, so we will discuss it line by line. See pipeline script. So pipeline script you can write like this. First you need to mention pipeline, then agent. This is important thing. When you write agent, here you will mention the agent node name which we just created in the beginning. Now you understand why node we created. Node is successfully linked, so we will mention here agent label Jenkins node 1 or any name which you have given to your node. Then you have to define your stages of installation. First stage is install, RPM required for 19C. Here why I mention this RPM installation, why? Because if you install Oracle 19C on Linux 9, it will ask you to that this library is missing. So then you need to install this library first. So what I did, I downloaded this through this wget command. For that you need to mention here sh script. Okay, this echo will just show you message while running the script. It will show you that what it is doing right now. So it will help us to understand where our script reach. So sh script, in that 3 double quotes, and then you will mention sudo wget and this web link. After that, in the next line you will mention sudo dnf local install -y, because we don't want it to stop for prompt, it will not. So we will mention here -y, it's very important. Okay, and then we will mention the RPM because it will download on the same place where it is, so we have to just run this. Next line will be stage setup Oracle environment. Here it will set up Oracle environment by creating Oracle user groups and directories. My normal practice is I always create Oracle user while installing Linux, so I did same way, but if it is already available, even then it will not give any error or anything. So these commands you will mention here to add groups and user and create some default required directories for the Oracle and give the proper rights to the directories. I think no need to go in detail in that. You guys already should know that these are required directories. So script will do that automatically, and then we need to download the pre-installation RPM for Oracle. For that also what I did, I mentioned here wget command to download this RPM. Sorry, before that one more thing was required, which was EPEL package. It also need to be installed, so I mentioned this also here. And then same I had to mention here dnf-y install, sorry, dnf-y local install epel release, because epel was required. Then I mentioned after that dnf-y install Oracle database pre-install 19c, which is very important. It will configure the all required things or missing packages. Actually epel why we download by ourselves, because Oracle database pre-install even will not download if it is not available. So next step is set Oracle base and home. So we need to set some parameters like Oracle base, Oracle home. We need to export these parameters. These commands are actually defining these parameters in the Oracle DB ORCL CDB19C conf file. So after pre-install, this file will come to that location, etc sysconfig, and then we will pass these parameters there. So these parameters are required, they will be automatically set. Now we will move RPM to Oracle home. Moving Oracle database RPM. Yeah, this is the tricky part, because this file you need to download manually, and on the node, I am talking about on the node, you need to download this RPM file from Oracle website, and you must copy this in temp folder and give full rights to the Oracle user, which you can give by this command chown o install, which this script is also doing that, so you don't need to worry about that. But in the temp also it's better if you run this command and give rights when you are downloading in this file in the node. So this only thing which you need to do manually in the node side, but it is required. Or you can mention here wget command as well, but you know Oracle website needs username password to log in, so then you have to learn the way how you can download by passing username password. So what I did, I downloaded manually this file on the node and copied in the temp and give chown Oracle :o install to this file. So this script, what it will do, it will move this file from temp to this location, you can see. Okay, these folders before created, now it will move this file to that location, and again here it is setting the chown Oracle install. This is important, otherwise it will not able to run the file. Okay, then it is setting chmod 775, its access rights, and then install Oracle database software RPM. Now it will start installation. So how it will start installation? Sudo dnf-y local install Oracle database EE19C RPM. So now installation will start, and it will configure Oracle database from the, now this file will run and configure. pass configure parameters what we passed earlier. So this configure command will finish the configuration of database so automatically, and then we will cleaning up Oracle database RPM from this folder. So from dump we moved RPM here, and after installation we will remove that by this command sudo rm-f. So it will remove this RPM. So this is just the cleanup. Even if you don't want to delete from here, you can leave it, but it will take space definitely. So this script as a whole I copied here as well. So but I will copy this script in the description. Okay, so don't worry, the script will be available in the description. Thank you for listening, and hopefully you can do that by yourself now. It's really easy. Which pictures I didn't apply here, these picture was not required, as commands was required, which I mentioned everything, each step I had mentioned here. One slide I think got duplicated, so please forget about that. This is sometimes happen, this mistake. Thank you for listening. We will meet again in next video. But this is very useful tool, that's why I think I should share that with you guys. Jenkins is a good tool to do automated tasks. This is the one big example, remote installation, but its purpose is like you can do anything. You can make some small script to show the alert log, or show the any log, and no need to give access of the database to or the server to anyone. Like if you have any junior DBA, so no need to give him host level access. Just you can make small program in Jenkins, and he will click on one button and he can see the log file only, or export log status only he can see. So many things you can do that, and this was the very good example to install whole Oracle automatically on the client machine. Thank you for listening. We will meet again in the next video. Till then, don't forget to subscribe please. Till then, bye.